Hello, we're here with Legacy Flat Roofing and Sheet Metal. We're here today at a job site in London. It's an old building that a landowner, he owns the building, and the client is looking to move in. So he has to basically spruce up the building, make it look nice, make it watertight prior to the client moving in. The roof is in very poor condition. I notified the landlord's liaison and basically told him I can't give him any patchwork on this roof. I'm going to suggest re-roofing half of the building this year and half of the building next year. I'm going to photograph the reasons why and go from there. I usually like to be able to do the work under budget, but this case either the owner is going to spend some money or not. It's nothing I can't patch something and warranty it at the same time. I can't say, okay, I'm going to do this work and promise you that it's not going to leak, because I can visibly see a lot of different areas that have issues. So I'll show you the roof, I'll explain to you what we plan on doing and what I'm going to price out, and we'll go from there. Okay. So this is the roof. It is a 4-ply built-up roof. I don't know the insulation underneath this. I'm not going to cut the roof because if we don't land the project, I don't want to be called in for doing a cut test on this roof. So we'll start out at the far side. This is the area that is known to have leaks in this area here. So what I'm going to suggest, you see a drain sitting right there. I'm going to suggest we basically cut it shy of the drain, probably around here, and work our way up. That is the most, that's the minimum amount of work I'll do, because that way at least I can know that at least a half of the roof is watertight and that part won't leak. You have the main offices in this area, like the front entrance where you come into the building in that area, and where clients would come in. So okay, we'll start over here. First off, you see a lot of algae on the roof. That just means that there is water sitting on the roof at some time. You see a lot around the drain, all this black stuff. That just evidence of water ponding sitting long enough to create that. So we have a HVAC unit here. Again, it's not sitting on any insulation. That's bad for the roofing membranes. Just over time it just wears them out faster than needs to be worn out. So we have in my opinion, a horrendous detail right here. I'll show you what it looks like here. The person that created the sign built it right onto the block wall and pulled it up and right onto the roofing. What you'd want to see is a bit of gap there, so it doesn't touch the metal flashing in this location here. You want a gap there so the roofer can come in, remove this metal flashing, and roof it properly. Now if you don't see what I'm talking about, you can imagine here now, that signage is right on that metal flashing, and if you look further, you lose that metal flashing. It's right on the wooden curb. So in order now for me to putting any kind of waterproofing membrane back in there, it's going to be extremely difficult. I have to remove that wood, create maybe a curb basically level with this, and bring my waterproofing right to there, or try to tuck my waterproofing in behind. That is a very difficult detail, so it's just going to be more work and more manpower. And go back to the drawing board and see what we can do without removing the sign. But I'm going to go look at maybe some specs or some material data and see what I can find that would close that up nicely. We just have miscellaneous debris sitting right on the roof. That is not something you want over time. So we'll keep going. So again, we have this detail in the same location. See, there's some areas where somebody has come and poured some asphalt. You can see it just bubbled over. It's now delaminated from the wood, and in some areas you can even pull back and see exactly where the water would be coming in. So this all needs to be repaired. To do a patch job that I was called in to do, I can't warranty it. There's just way too many issues here. Over here as we continue on, this is the other side of the roof. We have an old sign sitting there. We actually, in this location here, you can actually see evidence of vegetation growing on the roof system. That means these roots here have all dug themselves into the felts and are literally growing in the membrane plies themselves, which in time this will just lift up easily, and this will all be leaking soon enough. So it's sometimes difficult to express to the owner that it's time to invest some money into the roof if they want the client to stay and enjoy the property, but I guess that's just like anything. So we need to cut this tree back. This tree shouldn't be sitting on the roof like that. This is a serious detail. Like that vegetation growing on the roof, that's just it's very evident. Obviously something's going on. Without water, that vegetation wouldn't be growing, so so there must be water in there. So hey guys, I'm back. I just wanted to note something before I leave. This is the same building. Up above me is the stairs. I'll basically show it to you. So what you're looking at is the access to the roof. If you're a building owner, a landlord, anything like that, what I want to do, I want to show you the problem with having stairs that are so easily accessible. I'm standing on the ground. I can reach the stairs right now. I can reach it. Anybody walking by can reach it and gain access to the roof. Your landlord, your landowner, that's not what you want. You don't want basically anybody from the public to be able to come in, access your roof. You have mechanical equipment up there, you have other things up there, security features, but also for reasons where I'm sure you can imagine, you don't want people going onto your roof. It's a liability to you. You really want to protect that feature. What you can do, you can build a metal plate that sits along the rungs that will basically flap over this way, be locked up here, and it will give it a flat surface so nobody can climb that, or just cut that where it will sit. The first rung will be about there, so you will need a ladder to get up to that point, but from there you're okay. Again, I was just going away. I wanted to mention that to you. It's you know, you can imagine why you don't want people on your roof. It's not pretty self-explanatory. So that's a detail I'm going to address to him. Just a safety feature, just something he really needs to look at. It's so. Anyways, Legacy Flat Roofing and Sheet Metal. Hope you guys learned something again. I'll talk to you later. Bye.